Hello Munchies people. This video is going to be in two parts. The first is an apology. I done fucked up. Really badly. I hurt the community. I hurt Mani. In fact, the paradox is that I left because I thought if I didn't leave, I was going to cause problems, and by leaving, I caused more problems than if I had stayed and just even shredded people or done things in public. I'm sorry. There's no excuse for that. That's why I'm doing it in two separate parts of the video. The first part is me apologising, and you don't apologise and then say, but this is the reason why I did it. No. The apology stands on its own, and then I'll do the explanation of what brought all this about from my opinion. And then the third part is what we can do move forward. So yeah, I am sorry for hurting people, for disrupting this weekend, for causing problems. So yeah. I hope you're... Well, it's no splendiferous weekend, is it? Well, I do still hope you all have a reason to smile. Now, before I go into the explanation, I want to thank Manifesto for trying to sort this out with me. Even though it made it worse, but that wasn't his fault. I'll explain why later. But that wasn't his fault, but he tried. And I want to thank Apollo Music. Because he actually asked me to come back and basically offered an olive branch, which I didn't expect. I did not expect. So thank you. You could have just sent that message via some private message, but instead you did it publicly. And that took a lot. Okay, so now on to the explanations of the situation. I've been a very big part of helping to guide Munchies for a long time. Me and Mani have talked a lot. He's been one of my closest friends. And on the surface, me unfriending Mani, leaving the community and blocking everything was the worst thing I could do. Well, yeah. Yeah, my brain went into survival mode. How can I put it? How can I explain this in a way that doesn't make everything right, which it won't, but hopefully will help people understand? I'm not gonna, I don't edit videos anyway, so, and I'm not gonna pause this video. This is as real as it gets. Remember, when I normally do my vlogs, they're part of my therapy, and I just grab whatever's in my head in the morning or whatever's going on and throw it out there. Sometimes it will be stuff that the moment I say it, just the fact of saying it makes me think, you're an idiot, that isn't right. And that's the good thing about it. That's why not being in an echo chamber is good. So don't take anything I say on a normal video as being word of law. It is just my brain figuring shit out. Getting it out of here, which is dangerous if it stays in here, out there. Well, I've always said to all of you that I can't lie. I can't deceive. I can't do the deception stuff. But people don't understand what that means in the big scheme of things. It means I can't talk in DMs. It means I can't just discuss stuff in private. It means the exact same things I'm going to say on a public general channel are exactly the same things I will say in private. This is why I lose friends. This is why I've had so many failed relationships, because there's only a couple of women in my entire fucking life who've actually been able to handle this truth about me, that it will always be that way. It isn't something I can fix. So when people started to say take it to DMs, my brain just went into full frustration mode of, do these people not actually understand who I am? Have they not listened to my talks I do about it? Do they think I'm lying when I say that I can't do this? That sometimes my brain just, I'm not breaking the rules because I want to. I'm not doing something because I want to. It's just the nature of the beast. And when Mani tried his best to help me out and to talk it through with me, and he did, and I love you for that, Mani, his way of dealing with all this kind of shit was just block them. Just, if you don't see it, it isn't happening. Just let it go. Just don't read it, don't reply to it, don't thingy. Which is wonderful, amazing advice for someone whose brain is rational, whose brain is actually going down the normal logical steps. After all, I'm 53. I should know better. My brain doesn't know better. It never will. I've always said to everybody, the positive side of this is My brain is, you will always fucking know exactly what I think about you. Oh, fucking hell, you will. You never have to worry whether it's any mind games or I'm two-faced or I'm thinking one thing and saying another. You never have to worry about snide comments or silly things going on in my fucking head, because you will know what I think of you instantly at that moment, and there's no way for me to stop. So imagine for someone like that how they would take someone telling them to just hide it away, to lock it away, to talk in DMs, to do all these things, that thing. My brain was fucking trying, because my brain was actually fracturing in place. Because on the one hand, I fucking love Manifesto and appreciate him. He's like a fucking brother to me, and I absolutely love Munchies and everything there. And so part of my brain was trying to say, well, maybe just this once you can keep quiet. Maybe just this once you can shut your fucking mouth. Maybe just this once you don't have to say what's going through your fucking head, and you don't have to air your laundry in public. Maybe just this fucking once you don't have to screw the fuck up. Here's an example. About 6 months ago, I mentioned something in my Discord, in my chat, and an hour later I found out that what I had said wasn't true. It was some information I had read from a website, and so I was acting on information that I thought was true. So I said something to my friends, and then about an hour later I found out that what was said on that website wasn't true. It was some technical stuff to do with computers. I can't remember what it was. As soon as I found out that it wasn't true, I instantly had to jump into the chat and leave messages and apologise. Why? Because the moment I knew it wasn't true, my brain started to scream in my head. It created what's called a cognitive dissonance, as my brain knew that something I had said hadn't been real, hadn't been right, and my brain was basically, I had no choice. So imagine that kind of person trying to go to DMs, trying to sort things out in private, trying to the things that happened this weekend have been building for quite a while. And it's no one's fault really, except mine. The problem is I can't how to put it. Sorry, this video vlog's going on too long, but like I said, I'm not going to edit it and I'm not going to cut it in any way, shape or form. I used to run, in fact it's still going, I used to run a online game in 1998, and that game is still running now. It's one of the longest running online games out there. I coded it and put it together, and I was the admin, and I did everything. Me and Paola did together. She built it, I ran it. That's the basics of the start of it. And right at the start, I enacted, because I knew what I was like, no decision gets done, no hidden meetings, everything is in public. No hidden shit. Because if you have hidden shit, then people form their own opinions. If they don't know what happened behind closed door, fake news, crap goes on. It's always been that way. So right at the start, if anybody did anything wrong, if any decision was going to be made about the mod, the game and that, I publicly aired it completely. And it worked well. It worked well. Until I burnt myself out like 10 years later and stopped running the game. But it still runs in my cupboard on a server, in my little cupboard over there, and people still play it. So what can we do about this? I can't come back just as someone who goes up and sings. I don't know even whether Mani will want me back, or anybody will want me back after what happened this fucking weekend. The entire weekend is my fault. I've ruined Saturday, and I've ruined probably Midnight Munchies International as well, and that's all on me. The reason that Mani isn't doing any of those things is because of me. It's my fault. I fucked the community. So I can't come back just as someone in the audience. Because if that was the point, if that was what Munchies was to me, I'd be fucking out there going to every karaoke on there. So if I come back, I'd like to continue doing what I would normally do. The pre-show on Fridays, the Munchies International pre-show, and helping to guide people and to keep things going in the right direction and to calm things down. That's what I like, but I don't know whether that can happen. I don't know whether the community would accept me back. Rightfully so. There's probably quite a few members of the community who will hold a grudge or thingy. I'm sorry, Mani. I'm sorry for what happened. I wish there was some way to turn back time and stick a fucking boot in my mouth to stop myself from speaking what I said and what I did. I didn't leave Munchies or cancel my Discord and that with you, Mani, because I wanted to end that. It was just a survival thing. People were trying to get me to follow the equivalent. You know when one of the worst things that you can do is if a person's depressed, you say to them, "Oh, just shake it off." The idea of, oh, just take it to DMs, oh, just keep it quiet, oh, just block them, just ignore them, just mute them. I can't do that. And I couldn't do that, and it just made my brain scream. It literally made my brain scream every time that was being told to me, and that's on me. So this is a ramble. But I'm sorry for ruining everybody's weekend. Take care of yourself. If I don't end up coming back, if Mani and them don't want me back, then that's not on them, that's on me. I fucked up. I did this. I screwed up. Take care of yourself, and I really hope you all have a reason to smile.